3, 2, 1.
Got a blast!
What's going on, my people? How is everybody doing and how is everybody feeling in today? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, my people, I finally am showing you my Anthony Edwards build. Okay, so this is the build that I cooked up for Anthony Edwards, one of the best players, and he's probably, let me see, who's better than Ant Edwards in the league in terms of the shooting guard? I don't know. He might be the number one shooting guard. Ant might be the number one shooting guard right now in the league, not of all time, but currently right now in 2025, he might be the best shooting guard in my opinion. That's just, I don't know. I think he just got it right now. So let's go over these attributes. So 96 driving layup, that's crazy for Ant Edwards build. That's insane. I always say 93 is probably the best that you should go with. 50 standing dunk, 97 driving dunk. We know he could get bodies. Anthony Edwards is a fantastic player. He's developed his game so much. All right. So many times with guys that have a lot of driving dunk ability and a lot of attributes, sometimes it can come off like they're going to just be a slasher. But nah, he can shoot. He can play defense. You know, he can play make. He can dunk on people. He's a great all-around player. Close shot of a 90. That's insane too. Now the shooting is fantastic. So 87 midi, 87 three-point shot. That is awesome. You can't go wrong with a build like this, man. Dunking is great. Shooting is great. 86 free throw. And some decent post control work right here. Now, 79 on that pass accuracy. 86 ball handle. 85 speed with ball. This is the go-to. A lot of people say 86 is the bread and butter. I believe them. That's all you really need. Now, not only with all of that we just seen, 87 perimeter defense. So you're going to be able to lock up. You're going to be able to lock up on this Ant Edwards build, all right? Still was low, but we ain't really worried about that. 60 block. But we could do something with that. You know what I mean? So we know that he could get a chase down here and there. No really defensive attributes. But look at this. The speed. 91 speed. 90 agility is crazy. 62 strength. 97 on the vertical, my people. That's fantastic, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the My Player Builder, and I'm going to show you what I was able to cook up for this Anthony Edwards build. Let's do it. All right, my people. So we in the My Player Builder. As you can see, Anthony Edwards, right hand, jersey number 5. Shooting guard, 6'4", 225, 6'9" wingspan. Now, look at the build, my people. Look at this build right here, my people. Crazy, 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 crazy. So, first things first. 79 close shot. We gotta have a close shot. So this build will be able to get paint prodigy. A lot of the players I had that didn't have a lot of close shot, they wasn't able to get the paint prodigy. But this one, and Edwards will be able to get 88 on the driving layup. That's more than enough to get the job done. You can cap break this if you want a higher layup as well. 93 driving dunk. I think that's more than enough. I don't think you need anything higher. In my opinion, I think you're perfectly fine. All right. Now, the 51 standard dunk, not bad. And then the decent post control will give you that hook specialist from silver, post fade phenom, and unpluggable on silver. So you can't go wrong with that. All right. Now, in terms of the shooting, 77 mid. I'm not really a mid-range guy. I'll be honest. I'm more of a three-point shooter type of guy. So I personally didn't care to have a lot of midi. But if you want more midi on your Ant build, cool. 87 on that three-point shot is going to be more than enough to get the job done. And then 80 free throw is what we want for this build. All right. Now, 76 pass accuracy. He had a 79. All you need is 76 on this build. The versatile, visionary, silver, break starter, dimer. Those are some good badges that you want to have as a pass. Or not even as a passer, just to have. I think it's going to make you a better passer. 86 ball handle like he had. All those silver badges on the screen. Speed with ball, 86. He had an 85, but it don't make sense not to go 86. So, you know, we're going to go 86. 87 on the perimeter defense. All right, he had an 87, so we're going with 87. We get Hall of Fame off-ball pass. Steal of a 60. All right, that's all we need. But it's like I said, these can all be cap broken, so we're not really worried about that. Now, the rebounding. So 60-60. We got some decent rebounding here. Can't go wrong with that. 86 on that speed, 86 agility, 67 strength, 85 vert. So the build to me is fantastic, all right? I like this Ant Edwards build a lot. You have defense, you have playmaking, you have three. You can dunk on people at will. Really good build all around. Another cool thing, right? So what I wanted to see is I wanted to make sure that I was able to get Anthony Edwards SIGs and stuff. So in terms of the jump shot, we will be able to get it. We have 87 3-point shot. It requires an 81 mid-range or 81 3. Okay, so we get his free throw as well, so that's dope. We get his go-to shot. It requires an 80 mid or 83-point shot. We literally get all of that. As you can see, we unlock all of his go-to stuff. Even his motion style requires an 80, agility 81. We have 86 for both, so we're good. Dunk. His dunk only requires an 82, which is crazy. I think it should at least been, like, in my opinion, at least an 87 or 90, but that's just me personally. His 6. His passing style requires a 74. We have a 76, so we'll be able to get it. And everything requires a 76, and we'll be able to get all of this because we have an 86 on his 6. So we got all his animations, all right? So that's going to be dope. Now, we're going to check out the takeover. So the takeover is going to be fantastic. So the 3 and D one, if you want this one, that's perfect. 92 3-point shot, 92 perimeter, 83 mid-range is going to be dope. This is another good one. You see attacking with the lethal layup, 95 layup, 93 swivel ball, 93 ball handle. Clinic will be another good one. You see all the 90s right there. Blur, another great one. This one is probably the best one in terms of the poster. 98 ball handle. 98 driving dunk, 92 ball handle, 92 swivel ball. That's another good one. Where's the other one at? This one is cool, but take out the standard dunk. This is probably one of the best ones I always say to go with. 3-point shot and driving dunk for the skilled slasher. That's a good one. Blur mixtape, 92, 92, 92. That's crazy, my people. That's another good one. But yeah, man, we get so many good options on this Ant Edwards build. All right, so now you already know what time it is. Let's go to the shades of. So we get number 1 shades of Ant Edwards, inside out slasher. Can't go wrong with that. So elite finisher above the rim, soft touch on runners, hounds players defensively, hits deep shots defenders hate, which is dope because that's Ant Edwards right there. And then in terms of the weaknesses, we ain't worried about that. So let's go to the My Player Cat Breaker screen, and we're gonna go over some good stuff with this build. Let's do it. All right, my people, so we in a Cat Breaker screen, as you can see, right? Build specialization, I recommend shooting. In my opinion, I recommend you go shooting. All right, so let's go over this, right? If you want a 93 driving layup, you will be able to get that. You can go 5 Cat Breakers here and get that 93 driving layup. That's going to be incredible on this build. So you'll have a 93 layup and then a 93 driving dunk. That's crazy right there, my people. I think that would be fantastic. So like I said, I'm not a midi person, so I don't care to go higher on the midi. But 3 Cat Breakers that would give you the 93-point shot. I think you should do that for deep bomber. That's crazy. Okay, so imagine having a 93-point shot, 93 layup, and a 93 driving dunk on an Ant Edwards build. That's disgusting, my people. Okay, pass accuracy, I think I would leave it at 76. That's me personally. I don't think to go any higher. Swivel ball, I wouldn't go any higher because you don't really get anything for that. You can go higher on the ball handle if you want, 91, but I think all of this is fine. I wouldn't put anything higher. This is me personally. That's just me and my honest opinion, right? Now, if you want more strength, you can get more strength, but I think 67 is perfect. Me personally, I don't think you need to go any higher on the strength, but you can either go 91 speed, 91 agility like what he had, or you could go both if you want to do that as well. If you want to be able to rebound, you will be able to rebound on this Ant Edwards build. This rebound can go to a 76, so that would be crazy, right? And then for the defensive rebound, you could do that if you want. This goes to an 80, so you can have an 80 defensive rebound on an Ant Edwards build, but me personally, I think 60-60 is perfect, so I wouldn't even waste my time putting Cat Breakers there. The block, this is where the build is going to get crazy, my people. Okay, so if you want block on his build, you could get a 69. I think this would be smart for Ant Edwards, so you could be able to get that chase down. I think that would be good on his build. All right, now I'm looking at that still, but we're going to talk about that in a second. 5 Cat Breakers, so we give you a 92 perimeter, so you'll have a 93 on the layup, a 93 driving dunk, 93-point shot, my people, and then a 92 perimeter. Look at all those 90s, my people. Insane. Now for the steal, you can get more steal on this Ant Edwards build, my people. That's going to be great. 83 on the still, but you can save attributes, so you don't need to go 83 because you don't unlock anything. So maybe the smart thing to do would be at least to go 80. Just go 80 still, so you can at least get the silver glove, silver interceptor. I think that would be good. So maybe 4 cat breakers here would give you that 80 still. I think that would be really good. If you feel comfortable with an 87, stick with it. But this build has so much potential for a lot of 90s. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all thought about this build. Until next time, much love.